Hello guys, so this is a series that I'm trying to start because I'm unemployed and I'm fresh graduate from a university. My name is Edgar the Homunculus. That's just a name that I came up on the fly because I'm not comfortable sharing with people online who the fuck I really am. And there's not really a lot, interesting going around for me. But I've been struggling recently because I've watched a lot of YouTube essays, analytical videos, I guess you want to call it, BreadTube, um, for like the past like year, I guess. I've watched a lot of the ContraPoints, and then there's this dude, I forgot. He's a black dude. He's the black dude with dreads. I forgot his name. He's really cool. I really like him because he can basically like take like reality and explain it to you. And he's like, this is what the black culture looks like. I think his name is like Signify or something. I don't know. FD Signifier? Maybe I forgot. I'm sorry, dude, if you watch this video. Um, there's no amounts of ridicule that I'm trying to put outwards to you. You're just an awesome dude, and I really like your content. And I'm in a very short time schedule here because apparently I'm recording in a Zoom. That means that I can't talk too much, I think. I don't know. It will probably stop in like half an hour, but I hope this conversation would not take half an hour. So this video is the prologue, the beginning, and I'm literally trying to take my viewers into seeing the process, the way that I'm thinking. Okay, because I'm being serious right now. I do not know how to build a, I guess, an essay or just a video that is understandable, people understands and they like. So right now, this is like the pilot episode. It's not even a pilot episode. It's just it's a really raw version of me talking about. mm, that's the thing. We're gonna figure out what I'm gonna talk about as I talk about it. That sounds really weird, maybe paradoxical. Is that really the right term to put on? I don't know, but bear with me. If you're still staying here, in the video, even though it's like I've just fucking blabbered my mouth, and probably it means that this content, even though being very chaotic in form, would be pretty good. But then again, I can't really recreate this. Um, so okay, now I found what I'm gonna try to talk about. I think it's not insecurity per se. It's more about fear, I guess. So I'm a fresh graduate, right? And it's not really a good time for me to be a fresh graduate. Even not even really a good time for me to be alive, maybe, because there's wars all around the world. It's not. I'm exaggerating that. There's a huge potential for World War III, but I think like there- I have a suspicion that the, the medium might also be not very I don't know, what's the right word? The media might not be very clear about uh how they mediate, I guess, or how they tell people about what's really happening around the world. Because I learned about framing and whatnot, and again, the setting in my time as a college student, and it wouldn't be bad for me to, I guess, guess about what could be happening. It wouldn't be surprising if they're still doing that to this day, something like that. Now, ah, I have a really weird degree. It wouldn't work if I'm not in my country, which is Indonesia. I'm comfortable sharing people that information because Indonesia is a big ass place. You can't find me unless you're a fucking hacker. But stay with me, Indonesia. Yeah. there's a lot of problems here. I mean, like essentially everywhere, there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems anywhere you see it. I don't know, even if you're like a penguin in the Arctics, right? Am I saying that right? Arctic, Arctics. Yeah, yeah. In those cold places where it seems to be there's not that much people around, they still have problems there. I think, like sometimes they slip and fall and they curse on their lives, but that's only if penguins reach human level intelligence. But maybe no, maybe yes. I don't know. Is complaining something that's like animalistic, or is it like something that's human only? I don't know. We're not talking about that, but we are talking about the struggles of living life, of finding a job, because I kind of do feel this is a bit vulnerable right here. This is real vulnerability, 100% vulnerable. There's risk in it. You guys can listen to this and just be bewildered by how like it doesn't, like how much of a loser I am, but I don't think it made me a loser admitting it made me a loser, but at least I'm a honest loser, right? Admitting that I have never had a job of living my 23 years alive. And it had been very comfortable not having a job, but I know that I have to have a job in order to have money, in order to stay living, right? Now, I have been recently diving, I guess, plumbing around, just scurrying, finding, going around, walking around. Just put any sort of like uh, ways to describe me exploring, right? Job opportunities in my country, and it's just rough for everyone. And uh, I think I have to say this, but I came from a top university. I guess like the in Indonesia, there's some universities that are regarded more with more high praise, and I come from one of those, right? Even that does not give me like job security. I've applied to like when 26, 25 companies. I know that's rookie numbers. That also made me insecure. Why do some people can fucking throw out 1,500 CV applications on LinkedIn and just be like, that's what I do every day? I can't do that shit. For me, it's like a very curative process, looking at it, judging, weighing, thinking, even though in the end, sometimes I still use AI for making it a lot more concise and whatnot, like writing a cover letter or whatnot. So if any one of my HRs are, listening to this, yeah, I'm sorry, dude, or a girl, or whatever, but sometimes I do use AI. But hey, but I'm at least I'm not lying about what I've done. You know, it's real, but it's just I'm too lazy to write like my own version because it's not even that good. But then again, that's a question about do you want something that's not really that good but authentic, or something that's bit better but it's not really authentic? I think that's a good question to ask, but that's not really what we're talking about right now. So I've seen a lot of absurd. I feel like it's absurd. It's an absurd way of putting a lot of people off in job markets. A lot of entry level positions, either they just pay you shit. They don't pay. They just pay you like it ain't even worth mentioning in my opinion. They pay you, yes, you get money, you have to, like you have to be happy for the money you receive and whatnot, and et cetera. But like sometimes like the workload and the pay isn't really an exact ratio. Either that or you have ones that ask you, okay, you have to have at least minimal. It's scary as thunder. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't control the weather. Um, at least minimally 2 to 3 years experience beforehand entering this. Like, how am I supposed to do that? That's like 2 to 3 years, right? That means literally from like the first year of my college, I have to already be looking for job opportunities and juggling my fucking GPA. And that's really hard. Okay, that's really hard. So I respect people who find their own jobs and is doing college all by themselves. Okay. Maybe not so much for master's degree because I think you guys just have money. Maybe. I don't know. I've never really talked with someone that's currently pursuing a master's degree, but for undergraduates and bachelors, no, hats off to you guys. You guys are amazing. But yeah, you need back to the main point. You need experience before you can accumulate experience. That's like absurd, I think, because most of the times in my life, going up the next level, right, from kindergarten to elementary school to junior high school and high school, it's always had been, even going to college, okay, it always had been a linear and very manageable steps. Like it depends on how much you work. It depends on what you lean into, what you prioritize into. It depends on that. It depends on how I guess how smart you are, right? But then from college to real life, it's not like that. It also depends on how crafty you are, how survivable you are, and it's kind of painful. But people don't really teach this, I think. In college, you're being taught whatever your major is, right? Like that's good, but like it's concerning, because it doesn't translate well into the job market. It's confusing, because it's really confusing. It's really, really confusing right now. We're on this like misalignment, big misalignment, and that's where these like course classes that are basically there's a ton of them floating around that give certifications. They are finding their market. That's how they get money. They basically are trying to get money from people who barely have enough money. So it's kind of sad, but you never know. Sometimes some people have a lot of money and they still get into that I want to say bottleneck, into that obstacle, right, of not being certified enough. Life has many different types of fates, I guess, that happens to rich people, something like that. Anyways, this first thing, that's a ridiculous thing, I think. Um, so like those are the two main things that I think it's burdening a lot of people in their hearts, and it's just uh scary. And also, yeah, today I've been rejected from my first application. Yeah, CV application. I tried to apply to a certain company, and they rejected me, and I'm okay with that because that's good. I actually think companies have to reject whoever that don't match their standards instead of just ghosting them. Much like in a relationship, if you just ghost the person, it doesn't really clear out the problem. Um, but mainly that, right now I'm thinking there's no script here, and I'm thinking like, yeah, that is what I'm really struggling with right now. How hard it is to get a job and how confusing it is. How like what should I go? Where should I go? What should I do? It's confusing. It's so confusing that it's so confusing that you can see it in how I talk because it's so complex. It feels really uncomfortable and yeah, makes me want to talk about something else, other than peering right into that massive like creature that is known as job market. So big, elusive. It's very hard to catch. It's like a, a giant snake that skin is made of uh, toxic materials. It's just flying around. It's very dangerous. We need it. To it has we need to take it. I don't know. I'm making a really bad analogy right now, but I do see a lot of things as creatures. One of them is the job market, and I do know that it's gonna be like a snake or a dragon or something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Uh, I think that's probably it. You know, the job market is being very harsh on us fresh graduates, and I'm still looking for a job. And I found that maybe if I just made YouTube videos, it would be a good way to supplement for the job market. And I think so. This is my how I think. Making a YouTube video only needs a few things. Courage. You need to be just brave. You need to want to risk yourself and put yourself out there. Number one. Number two, planning. I don't put my real name here. It's Edgar. I'm not Edgar. I'm not even a homunculus. Maybe I am, but you guys are gonna find that out later. Let me scratch my eyeball. It's really itchy. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, and it translates well into the how every like a lot of stuff is a lot of things that we enjoy right now is on our phones, and the ability to market individuality, me, this is me, Edgar the Homunculus, sell it to people, make people have this image of, oh, this is Edgar the Homunculus. That is profitable, okay? Making a persona, it's like, it's what we need, or what we need. It's basically, it's not even like, it's an essential skill. It's not even a niche right now. You need to be able to do videos because a lot of marketings now also intertwined with video making, because they, Instagram and whatnot, social media, managing and all those stuff. So this is like my first attempt on putting life back on my YouTube channel as Edgar the Homunculus, which you guys might be kind of confused. Like, why is my channel name is like since like it doesn't what is this language in? It's so weird. It's in Indonesian, and right now I'm playing the character Edgar the Homunculus. Okay, okay, guys, just so you guys know what I'm trying to do right now. Um, and yeah, that is my goal. I want to know how to build myself a certain persona so that I can sort of commodify myself in YouTube. In a way, I'm not saying that I want to sell myself literally. No, I'm saying that I have to build a certain quality so that the either maybe not the job market, just the market sees me. So yeah, I hope the next video I'd start writing so that uh I can actually see the matrix. Like I write like this, I try to structure it like this, and I upload it, and I did this and then that, and did it really made people watch it? Was it really interesting? Did only, if a dude commented on it, that'd be that makes me proud, if a person notices about my efforts, even though it's only one person, still. Yeah, but this is the pilot. Not even a pilot, really. It's more like that's like pilot, you know? That's like I'm taking you through how I think. So this is very meta level, I guess. And yeah, I think that's it really for this video. I don't want to make it even longer. And the core of this video is about views feeling confused. If you guys feel confused the way I feel confused and have some sort of relief or resolve, seeing this little bit of light out of the dark tunnel, like how am I feeling right now, then it had done its purpose. So thank you for listening to me. If you like it, subscribe to the channel, give a like, thumbs up, do whatever you want. Uh, Spread it to your friends if they want to see a dude, a greasy dude talking about his life. And I hope in the next video I make, I don't know, I think I maybe, maybe. So you guys, see you guys later sometime when I feel like uploading again, which probably is gonna be like tomorrow, because I'm gonna write the script today. Right? Goodbye.